To say that I like the Tortured Path would be an understatement. I love the Tortured Path. It took risks that paid off. Good on you, Sledgehammer. I thought that both the Darkest Shore and the Shadow Throne were complete travesties. Uninspired, unoriginal, boring, not very replayable disasters. In fact, so far all of World War II has been unreplayable for me. Until this DLC. Let me just go into detail on why I love this addition to Zombies so much. Up until this point, I didn't even get slightly care about World War II or where it was going from here. I was just ready for Black Ops 4 already. I didn't want more crap thrown at my face from Sledgehammer. I uninstalled the game until here recently, after the Shadow Throne came out. I swore I wasn't going to spend any more money on this god-awful game, or so I called it at the time. But then the Zombies trailer came out on Monday. I couldn't believe it. I was actually hyped for a World War II pack. And because I'm a sucker for zombies, and I saw 3 whole maps and a mixture of World War II's Big Four and the unlockable characters, I got hyped. I proceeded to watch early gameplay from World War II superfan J.R. Rizzo, and it looked unique. So there's the story. But then I got the map. And this map fixes everything I despised about World War II up to this point. One, it's actually hard now. It's no secret, but after 5 years of playing zombies and playing every single map from Knock through this pack, including the damn DS's Black Ops Zombies maps, zombies really isn't a challenge anymore. But oh my god, this pack is challenging, and it's different upon each playthrough. So let me explain this map to those who may not know much about it yet. So basically you spawn in, there are 10 waves you must get through. There are no doors, just an open map, perks, and wall buys. It's a pretty small map. How hard could this be, right? Spoiler, it's very hard. Waves 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8 are all normal waves. Waves 3, 6, and 9 present you with any one of several objectives. It's different each game, no way to know what it will hit you with. It could be the easiest challenge ever, or the hardest. And then, if you somehow survive all of that, Wave 10 is a boss fight. On Into the Storm, it's a Brenner with a shield. On Across the Depths, it's this guy, I honestly don't know his name. And I have only just unlocked Chapter 3, I played through it once, so I haven't faced the Guardian yet, I believe that's what he's called. Each of these objectives and bosses are timed, so better drop everything and attend to them. Sometimes this requires you to branch out and try playstyles you never have, different Raven abilities, different special abilities, different consumables, different weapons. It will make your game-to-game experience more unique because you never know what you might have to try out next. You really have to learn the ins and outs of this game and each objective to do well on this DLC. And to be honest, it's not too difficult. So please quit complaining about this DLC being a challenge when that's the point. I'm talking to you, Arcod Zombies. If I can beat both Chapter 1 and 2 on solo within 36 to 40 hours after launch, then you pros shouldn't have an issue at all. Speaking of solo, time to talk about something that's not solo at all. Co-op is great on this DLC. It encourages teamwork, like Zombies honestly just hasn't done anywhere before. It feels team-focused. Each player matters. And on top of this, replayability will be absolutely crazy on this. First off, completing all 3 chapters on solo, followed by doing it again on co-op, followed by doing the Easter egg on each of all 3 maps, and then playing all 3 of these as survival maps once we find out how to unlock them. And then completing each of the 3 chapters on the Darkened Path on much harder versions of the maps that you unlocked after reaching max bureau level. For once, World War II has me actually feeling the urge to play it. Good on you, Cameron Dayton, and the whole team at Sledgehammer. Oh, this truck on the boat chapter. Genius map design. How it moves side to side last minute, screwing your game up or saving you from failing an objective? It could be either one, and you never know which one it'll be. Genuinely awesome map design. Now, to talk about the other stuff I never got to that makes this pack so awesome. Stuff I had issues with in this game that are now fixed. The story. I feel it's actually interesting and now being conveyed well through the core gameplay. I just love the fact that zombies are public now and are all crazy and are uncontrolled after Straub's death, and that the Bureau is now helping our Big Four at last. Also, the horror gimmick is gone. Finally! Now this game is actually scary, because the anxiety of these objectives, and the nerve-wracking moment when you could either be 2 minutes away from moving on to the next chapter, or 2 hours. All around, this DLC is great, and my only issue is if these maps for survival are locked through the Easter eggs. But anyways, that's it. The Tortured Path is a unique zombies experience that borrows from past Sledgehammer games. Side modes such as Survival from MW3, Exo Survival from Advanced Warfare, and Infection from Exo Zombies. It makes a perfect product from it. Keep up the good work, Sledge. Oh, and one last note. Playing as all of these unlockable characters for free without doing all that work on these maps is great. That's all. Bye.